This is Liz with Crafty Devotion, and you may not have been seeing me very much. Look, my eyes, I don't go live very often. I don't know where I'm supposed to look. Anyway, you may not have seen me for a while because I have been moving from one state to another, and so my shop is on vacation mode. I'm sorry, that was my son. He wants to say hi.
Hi.
Anyway, so what I'm coming with to you with is an update. I have been trying as when I can answer questions that I've been getting on my YouTube channel. Plus, I've also been updating things, trying to change new things. And but it's taken quite a bit. I finally got to a point where I have at least got my pods so I can actually, what shall I say, start thinking about putting my shop back together and start recording again and maybe creating new designs. So make sure you comment below if you have any questions. If I see them, let me see if I have a button here. Let's see. So So make sure that you basically comment below if you have any questions for me. But I'm going to kind of show you a little bit about what's going on with me. I don't usually show my face when I'm doing my crafts. I like people to concentrate on the craft and to learn a lot there. So you see my finger, it's because I do not know much about going live. So this is at the same time as it is me updating you, it's also me learning how to use live. What happened is that I tried going live a few times when I was at my other house, but my Wi-Fi never really worked very well, and I tried a couple of times, so I said, oh well. So this right now, I didn't give people very much notification, which is fine. But what I'm doing is just updating you and testing at the same time. So that way, if I have a button that I'm supposed to learn how to push or whatever, I'll know that. And I'll also have an update on YouTube for you guys, so YouTube knows what I'm doing. So if any of you have gone to try to go to my Etsy shop to purchase any of my products, my supplies or my designs, you would have found that it's on vacation mode. And I had a couple of people what I learned about Etsy when you place it on vacation mode is that if you had one of my items in your cart, it causes it to disappear until I reopen my shop. Then it'll appear back in your cart. So I had a couple of questions. People messaged me and said, "What happened to your item?" And I said, "Well, I'm on vacation mode, and I do have things. Only people who could see my shop are those who go in there purposely to look at it, because it's not like showing in the Etsy right now." So I'm hoping that since I have a lot of my things that have arrived, that I will be able to open shop by next weekend, because opening my shop is basically one of the ways that we get a little extra income in our household. Not very much, but enough to kind of give me spending money and do a couple little things here and there. I'm not that big, but that's why I have supplies. I have a lot of lace and things in my shop, just so that I can have a little extra. And here on YouTube, I enjoy teaching and sharing things with you. So let me switch the camera so I can show you where I'm at today. I also already posted on Facebook a little update, but here I needed a bigger update, because on Facebook, if you're in my group or on my page, you would have already received messages that my Facebook is closed. I never got to YouTube, or you would have received messages that my Etsy shop is on vacation mode. So I hardly ever, I forgot to post anything on YouTube. I ended up running out of time and never got to it. So this is my YouTube update on what's going on. I'm not gone. I'm just on vacation mode for a while. And so today was kind of a rest day. Yesterday my pods arrived with all the stuff, and I was helping my son pull some things out that I could. And then he then where you'll see where I moved. Let me switch it here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. So right here, what you're seeing here, this is my my craft room. And this is where I am going to be probably placing my craft table so that I can get some light in when I take photos. And oh, you can see in the background there, this will be my view. And there's a neighborhood, it's a neighborhood, so you can see cars going by in the background. But I'm so happy that I have a neighbor who actually does have a little garden. And when I open this window here, I hear birds chirping and things like that because, let me move a little more this way. Look at the big trees that are out there. So, so that's will be my view, and I'll be able to see that. And then you could see the tree, that's our tree. It's a big old large tree. It's one of those trees that has those real long, like green bean type things, but they're not. I got to learn a little bit more about that tree. And you're seeing a dirty window and a screen. But that's pretty much what's going to be my view. I'm so happy with my view because I chose this room because I have a 4-year-old, and as you saw him earlier, and my 4-year-old is basically, so when he goes outside and he plays, we're probably going to put a swing set out there and a trampoline, things like that for him, so that he basically has a place to play, and I'll be able to see him. Oh, you can see my shirt now. Anyway, so this is going to be our craft room. It's not very big. I'm not sure what size it is, but right here, these are all the bins I carry my supplies. These are the supplies that most of the supplies that I actually have in my shop. And I recently put them in those, and they seem to be a little more organized. And you see the blue tape. The blue tape is pretty much, I would say, because I wanted them to be moved, I wanted them to be a little sturdier, and I didn't want the doors to be sliding out when they stacked them. And actually, I was surprised. They all came back in pretty good shape and condition. My husband thought they were going to get squished, but he was extra careful with my stuff. And my son actually came in here. So what I did over here is I had my son remove the closet doors of the closet of this room, because I'm going to be placing, you know, bins in there or whatever of my supplies in there. And I think it's better if I don't have the doors. So he put the doors up in the garage up high so that they won't get damaged. But it will give me room. And I am upstairs, if you noticed, from the view that you saw earlier. I'm upstairs and I'm not organized enough. I do have it organized enough that everything's in one place, so I think that I can do it, but I need to find a couple of other things before I open shop. And the issue also is, because I am upstairs, I want you to see our stairs. See the stairs? They're quite steep. They're yeah, I have to walk up those stairs. My bedroom is downstairs, but that's actually the downstairs. That'll be the family room, or not the family, when people come over, that'll be our living room area. And then this room up here, up on the top of the stairs, there's another large room, and that room is going to be where our family room is, where we'll put our television and things like that. But in the meantime, I told my son to go ahead and put all my bins and things that I need organized and put back into my room out here, so I can go through it and I can start out organized. And here you go. So these are all the bins I have. I have more stuff. This is not all of it. I actually packed a lot of my fabric away, and they're still downstairs. These are just the last bins I started packing that I was using to design and things like that. There's a couple of bins in here that are not mine, I noticed. And see, this one was one of the last ones I packed because it has some of my beads and lace in it. So those are the type of ones I need to unpack to make sure I have my things available. But if you have any questions, just ask below. And when you ask below, I will answer you. Comment below with any questions you have about what's going on, and I will update again when I am opening shop, and I'll say, hey, my shop is open. And hopefully this is working, and I'm going to go and check it out and work out any kinks about YouTube Live. And I've been on for about 10 minutes, so I think that's probably a long enough update. Let me tell you a couple things that happened. Since we're moving to a new state, we had a lot of things to do the first week, from DMV to utility bills and things like that, getting a lot of things changed over. We also ended up having a wasp infestation outside, so my son was knocking a lot of them down, but we ended up calling our realtor, and they sent an exterminator to help to solve the problem. So that's done, and we're upstairs, so there's a lot less I can do myself. My son, I have a teenage son who's actually an adult because he's already 18, but he's the one who's doing all the work, and my husband is still at our other place because it fell out of escrow. So right now we're kind of in limbo. At the same time, I do plan to open the shop pretty soon, so hopefully by the end of the month, or maybe even next weekend. So this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. Let me turn it around. Let's see if I learn. See, I have to learn these things. There we go. I turned it around, and goodbye. This is Liz with Crafty Devotion. I hope you learned a lot about what was going on in my life right now. And if you like this video, comment below with any questions. And also, if you'd like to see more live videos of what's going on in my craft room, comment and let me know. Let me know also what kinds of things you would like to see in the future as I keep on designing. I've been working on a lot of 5-minute videos. Probably will work on one of those again. I think I'm going to change my spin heart one into a video, a 5-minute video also, and that's because I'm trying to reach a variety of crafters. I love teaching crafters who are beginners, but at the same time, I know there's some people who want to see my designs because I kind of make up my own stuff for most part, and they like to be inspired. And so the 5-minute videos are for those of you who just need a 5-minute video to get an idea, and then you take it off and you do your own thing. But I also still have kits for those of you who are more of a beginners or like to have a little kit to make something. I'm going to be working on my angels next. A lot more angels, and I'm going to be working on kits and putting them on Etsy and creating finished, not kits, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do angel kits. Angels will only be sold finished. That's basically what's going to happen with that. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. I don't know how to turn this off. Let's see. There we go. See, I told you I don't know anything.